think it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow that Kalen DeBoer took over Alabama for Nick Saban. Coach, of course, led Washington to the national title game. Now the new head coach at Alabama. Well, you've been there almost 2 weeks. So, Coach, how's your accent? Has it changed?
No, it hasn't. Still got that Midwest kind of feel to it, I think, and it probably always will. So, but it's great to be on your show, Dan. I appreciate having me on.
Where are you right now?
We're in Alabama, just making our rounds and on the recruiting trail. So it's going great. When you said 2 weeks, it kind of hit me about how fast time's been flying by. So we're making the most of every minute. The coaching staff's coming together nice, and just really proud of how far we've come in a short amount of time.
All right. The number one thing that you had to do as soon as you hit ground in Tuscaloosa was what?
Well, meeting with the team and really trying to get in front of them and the craziness of college athletics and in particular the portal and just trying to make sure that they got a feel for who I was, in the moment as soon as I landed, got in front of them. But the next, 4 days or so, trying to meet with them individually in groups. You're trying to build a staff at the same time and showing them the vision and feeling the personalities of those that will be coming into the program to coach them. So that balance right there, kept me busy for those, 4 or 5 days. And now it's kind of reaching out and getting to the recruiting, that's been done, whether it's guys that have signed and just trying to continue to impress on them their importance in our program. And I'm excited to have them joining us. And, of course, the classes in the future, the 25s, the 26s, and so forth.
Well, also, were you re-recruiting some of your players who were going to go in the portal or at least talking about going into the portal?
Yes, absolutely. And that's a big part of it. I think that's probably some of the best recruiting our coaches have done so far is really recruiting our own roster. And, it's crazy to say that, but, I think that's the case no matter what, but I think it's even at another level now, just with everything. So I'm really proud of the way our guys, when I say our guys, our team have been receptive and embraced our coaching staff and myself. I think we've done a great job of retaining the core, the nucleus of who's in this program. There's so many great players, and they want this place to be great. And, certainly caught them by surprise. And, it hits you pretty hard when, Coach Saban retired. And that's a big piece of why they came here. But they also came here to wear those Alabama colors. And, they've really, again, been receptive to myself and holding it together and wanting to carry on the legacy of this great place.
Do you get Coach Saban's office?
Yeah, I do. It's. I think about all the people that have been in there.
Wait, he cleaned it out. So, did he leave anything for you in his office?
I haven't found it yet. There's probably a few things that we'll talk about, and articles and things like that. But he's going to be certainly around the campus, and excited to have him around. So much institutional knowledge and just everything that I can draw upon. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. It'd be pretty foolish not to use him as a great resource. I know he wants this program to continue to be great in the future.
Okay. Did you have that moment where you sat there in his chair, at his desk, in his office, by yourself, and just said to yourself, I'm the head coach at Alabama?
Yeah, it's certainly a special place. And, Coach Saban's made it that way, and I think that piece of it was intriguing and exciting to me when going through this process of looking to being the head coach. And he's made it an amazing job, as have others that have come before him too. And so, the legacy he leaves, you can't help but notice it, and carrying on that tradition. That's my goal.
When did you hear or your people hear from Michigan prior to you taking this job? Did Michigan ever reach out to you about the possibility of replacing Jim Harbaugh?
No. This was this was all about Alabama here, and it
no,
happened
this is prior
fast.
to you taking that. I know Michigan had a wish list there of in case Jim was actually going to go back to the NFL. So and your name was on that from what I was told. So I was curious if they ever reached out to you prior to you taking Alabama.
Yeah, no, that would never have been anything that I've been made aware of. I think, when you think about the timeline of how quickly things happen from a national championship game and, 2 days later, Coach Saban retiring, and the next day an interview, and then hired him. There just wasn't a lot of time for anything. So, it's been a whirlwind, and excited to be the head coach at Alabama.
What did you do with your Washington gear?
I don't know yet. I haven't been back since I took the job, so it's probably sitting there in the closet somewhere. But we'll get back there and get the family moved down here and
God, isn't that strange
out.
though? Isn't that strange, Coach? That you get up, you got to go, you got to hit the ground running, and your family's still back there.
Yeah, it was. It happens fast, and that's probably. The unfortunate thing of all this is how quickly it happens. I probably spent literally 5 to 10 minutes packing a bag and forgot a lot of things, and just enough to get through a few days. And actually, that carries on through a few weeks. But there's no great way to be able to talk to the fan base and your team. I'll get to that here as things settle down and make sure everyone truly understands how much I appreciate them. When you're the head coach, you invest a lot of time into it, as well as people investing in you. And certainly that place has got a special place in my heart and always will. But those players there are so special, and again, happens fast. It's the unfortunate part of just the business and how things go.
Yeah, I know. It's really the crappy side of all of this that you get that team to a national title game, those kids, and all of a sudden, did you get to say goodbye to anybody?
I got a chance to be in front of the team, and even not all of those guys, just with how quickly it happens. We're able to get the message and be there, and that's again a very unfortunate. Not the way you want to have it happen, but within 10 minutes, you're sending out a message to the team after I've accepted the job. And I was on campus and met with the staff briefly, and told them how much I appreciate them, and met with the team, and literally had to fly down here and get to work and meet the team, and all the things that we talked about earlier about recruiting the roster and thinking about getting this organization rolling as quick as we can.
Well, good luck on the recruiting trail. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for always having me on, Dan. Appreciate you.
Kalen DeBoer. He's the Alabama head coach. Hey, you take the job. Next thing you know, it's like, hey, can I get together with you? Get on a private plane and you're gone. Hit the ground running.